Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It's Saturday morning. Hope you've had a really good week. Right. Our teacher this week, of course, is Jeff Brown. And today's message from Jeff Brown is spend a bit of time considering how you see yourself. Let's get into it. We often speak about coping mechanisms in a negative way because the truth is these coping mechanisms can turn into deeply ingrained habits, often bad habits that hold us back and keep us from growing. And the next term that often follows coping mechanism is self-sabotage. And I absolutely rebel against this description. I don't believe in self-sabotage at all. Pat, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's good to see you. Welcome to the weekend. There is nothing within you that has the desire to sabotage you. Of course, it can be true that we have old coping mechanisms that no longer serve us, that prevent growth. But we have to start with the understanding that our survival adaptations are designed to keep us alive. Our old programming will do anything at all to provide us with a sense of being able to cope. There was a time when your old coping mechanism might have literally kept you alive. That needs to be honored, not judged. This does not negate the fact, though, that things are going to have to change if you are to move forward. There might be really hard work ahead, but start with self-compassion, not self-hatred. Anthony, good morning. Happy Saturday morning to you. I'm going to have to reach over and just turn down my heater a little bit. Give me a moment. Otherwise, by the end of today's meditation, this will be a sauna, and that's not what I want. All right, let's get into Jeff Brown's thoughts. He says, our survival adaptations are so tough, but our wounds are so delicate. To heal, we have to lift the armor carefully. It saved our lives after all. It's like moving your best friend off to the side of the path. You don't trample on her. You don't hit her with a sledgehammer. You honor her presence like a warm blanket that has kept you safe and sound during wintry times. And then when the moment is right, you get inside and stitch your wounds with a thread of love, slowly and surely, not rushing to completion, nurturing as you weave, tender and true. The healing process has a heart of its own, moving at its own delicate pace. We are such wondrous weavers. I love his words on this topic. I think it's really poetic, beautifully described, that of course there is work to be done, but it doesn't help we start with judging ourselves. He says, I'm so tired of how hard we are on ourselves. Not attractive enough, not smart enough, not cool enough, not purposeful enough, not spiritual enough, not flexible enough, not creative enough, not rich enough, not happy enough, not healthy enough, not sexy enough, not wise enough. It's like a collective shame fest that begins when we are born and continues until we die. So much magnificent life is lost when it is swept under a mountain of shame. Billions of us walking around convinced we are not something enough. We are missing the point. Just staying alive on this planet is a great achievement, demanding that we sift through all of the not enough inner chatter to find a reason to go on. How about if we begin every day with an I am enough meditation? Let's begin right now. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, says Jeff Brown. Very insistent, and I agree. The last thought from him is, I bow to those who keep their hearts open when it is most difficult. Those who refuse to keep their armor on any longer than they have to. those who recognize the courage at the heart of vulnerability. After all the malevolent warriors end each other, the open-hearted will inherit the earth. After all the malevolent warriors have ended each other, it's the open-hearted that will inherit the earth. Beautifully said. Today's meditation can totally be considered an I am enough meditation. Join us and revel in the sensory experience that your amazing human body provides you. Take a moment to show gratitude for this divine vehicle that you were gifted, and remind your human form that you really are worthy and enough just as you are. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll slip away together on today's journey. Here we go, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Our journey today is the journey of checking in with this body, checking in with the sensory experience of this body. And we'll start right now while you continue your full body breathing. While you continue to feel yourself rise with every inhale and feel yourself fall with every exhale. Bring your attention to your forehead. to the space between your eyes. Do you perhaps sometimes find yourself carrying a frown there? And right now, is that space on your brow soft, relaxed? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to the area in and around your mouth. Do you perhaps sometimes find yourself grinding your teeth, or your tongue pressed hard against the roof of your mouth, or your jaw muscles clenched tightly? And in those moments, if you do find that happening, do you have a conversation with this body? Do you let this body know that right now it is safe? And it would be safe to soften. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Do you often find your shoulder muscles tight? Shoulders perhaps pulled up high? In those moments, do you remember to take a few big breaths, roll out your shoulder muscles, and remind this body to soften? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your stomach area. This is where tension hides the most effectively. Is that something you find? Do you sometimes find you're carrying tension in your abdomen? And when you do you remember to have a conversation with this body? Let this body know that it is safe. Let this body know that it is enough. And that it would be safe to soften completely. Lastly, we'll check in with our legs, check in with our arms, specifically our hands. That's another place where tension hides without us realizing sometimes. Right now, are your hands relaxed and halfway open in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, continuing to help our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, focus on your spine for a moment. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, let's take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, the reminder is, our journey is about checking in with this body. So if you can, if you want to, perhaps as you take a deep breath and as you dive deep inside, put your arms around this body. Take a moment to say hello to this body. And let this body know, I really love having you. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts right at the top with our eyes and then works its way through our body. When we bring our attention to our senses, we ground ourselves in the present moment. And today's meditation is specifically about appreciating this human form with all of its sensory experience. So our first stop is our eyes. And as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the question is, if you were to open your eyes, what would be something obvious that you would see? And now in this exercise, keep your eyes closed. Make it a game. Find that obvious thing with your eyes closed and look at it from all of its angles with your mind. See all of its color and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and this time as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, find the least obvious object, or at least something that would not be immediately obvious. Something you'd have to look around for, something that's small, something that's hidden. Find the less obvious object with your mind, and then take a look at all of its color, see it from all of its angles, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Take a moment of gratitude for your eyes. Take a moment to check in with this body and just say thank you for everything this body provides. We'll take a step down to your ears and what you can hear, and for a moment, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sound you can hear. Listen deep into this obvious sound and see if you can find the different vibrations in this obvious sound. Take your next big breath. They will change gears, and this time, instead of the obvious sound, find the least obvious sound. And again, be playful and make it a game. What would be the least obvious sound you can hear right now? Something really faint. And listen deep into this faint sound. See how much of it you can hear. Take your next big breath. Jeff Brown's message this morning is, we tend to be so hard on ourselves, way too hard on ourselves. Like we're never good enough. We're never enough at something or anything. Check in with your body. Check in with this amazing ability your body gives you, sight and sound. Take a moment to thank your body for just how amazing it is. The next two stops, for smell and for taste. Change your breathing to whatever it needs to be. Bring a bit of curiosity too, unless perhaps you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something to smell and taste right now. Then use a lot of curiosity to see what you can find. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see if there's any obvious smell that you can find right now. Put your attention on this obvious smell. Take your next big breath. Then we'll change gears, and this time, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, see if you can find any other smell, anything besides the first obvious smell. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to thank this body. Have appreciation for its sense of smell. How much richness does just that one sense add to your life? For the next stop, your mouth, your taste buds. Bring along an extra dose of curiosity. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, is there any taste you can find right now? Give it a try. See if you can find any obvious taste. Take your next big breath. Then we'll switch gears, and this time, see if you can find anything else. Bring an extra dose of curiosity. Anything besides the first obvious taste. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to thank this body for its sense of taste. Just for a moment, reflect on how much richness this sense adds to your life. So for a moment, look past all the criticism that you sometimes have for this body. Look past everything that sometimes bothers you about this body. And just focus on what is really amazing about this body. We have one more stop. The surface of your skin. As you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and find where is the most obvious sensation. And then dive in right there. See if you're able to describe to yourself different pressures and different sensations in that obvious spot. Take your next big breath. Then one more time, scan the surface of your skin and find where is the slightest sensation. Where is it that you can perhaps just feel fabric rest on skin, or just feel the air touch your forehead or your cheek? Take your next big breath. We'll take one more big breath together to slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time Jeff Brown's thoughts for us today. He says, "Our survival adaptations are so tough, but our wounds are so delicate. To heal, we have to lift the armor carefully. It saved our lives after all. It's like moving your best friend off to the side of the path. You don't trample on her, you don't hit her with a sledgehammer. You honor her presence like a warm blanket that has kept you safe and sound during wintry times. And then when the moment is right, you get inside and stitch your wounds with a thread of love, slowly and surely, not rushing to completion, nurturing as you weave, tender and true. The healing process has a heart of its own, moving at its own delicate pace. We are such wondrous weavers." The next thought from Jeff Brown is, I am so tired of how hard we are on ourselves. Not attractive enough, not smart enough, not cool enough, not purposeful enough, not spiritual enough, not flexible enough, not creative enough, not rich enough, not happy enough, not healthy enough, not sexy enough, not wise enough. It's like a collective shame fest that begins when we are born and continues until we die. So much magnificent life is lost when it is swept under a mountain of shame. Billions of us walking around convinced we are not something enough. We are missing the point, says Jeff Brown. Just staying alive on this planet is a great achievement, demanding that we sift through all of the not enough inner chatter to find a reason to go on. How about if we begin every day with an I am enough meditation? Let's begin right now, says Jeff Brown. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. And that is the point of today's meditation. Checking in with this human body that we have, this vehicle we've been gifted, and being very deliberate about looking past all of the complaints we sometimes have about this body, all of the judgment, all of the criticism. Can we remind ourselves when we see our reflection of just how amazing these human bodies of ours are? So one more time, just before we take our last 5 breaths of gratitude, perhaps wrap your arms around this body and let this body know, hey body, I really love having you. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for these amazing flesh and bone biological vehicles we've been given. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for my outer senses. These sensory experiences that help me explore the world around me. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling. What a beautiful buffet of being human. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for my inner senses too. Thoughts, emotions, feelings that give me feedback from the world inside me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to have an open space for all of these experiences, because sometimes the experience is obviously wonderful, and sometimes not so much. Thank you for learning how to have an accepting, open space for all of these experiences to be felt. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for coming to your senses along with the rest of us. Lloyd, a very good Saturday morning to you. It really is awesome seeing you pop in again. Maggie, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend, Maggie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Pat. Sending you all a truckload of love. Have a great Saturday. Have a good weekend. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.